Hey everyone, it is me and my little boy. Today I'm gonna do a little bit of a makeup routine slash chit chat, I guess. I wanted to do my intro with this little buddy because he doesn't like the Godfrey cam. I noticed that when I tried to set up the camera, he was just like getting up and walking away from it. He doesn't like it like near him down there. He's fine when he has mommy. As you can see now, he's very happy and the camera's far away from him. I still wanted to share the joy. I know, hello. I wanted to share the joy of his face while I could. He gets very, very relaxed during the shoulder rub. And before I get right into it, I just want to say I hope you guys are all healthy and safe out there, and I hope that this fuzzy face brings some joy to your day or makes you smile. Okay, so let's just get into, oh, Godfrey. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I always use some type of moisturizer after I wash my face in the morning. So my moisturizer is already dry. I do have to take my glasses off because, okay, so in the past when I was doing tutorials and stuff, I had my contacts in, but I no longer wear my contacts. If you want to know why, I have a video. I always forget what side because it's like flipped when I'm looking in the monitor and different in the camera, so in the cards, you can see why. But anyway, so if I go out of focus or anything like that, I'm sorry because my eyesight is so bad that I can barely even, like everything's blurry. So even looking in the monitor, I can't tell if I'm in focus because I'm blurry. I'm also noticing that on camera my skin looks super pale, like my face skin looks super pale compared to my neck. It is not like that in person, it's the lights washing me out, but it is what it is. So I'll chit chat a little bit to you guys while I'm doing my makeup. I always use like an acne primer on my most problem areas. And for the rest of my face, I use a regular primer. I like the e.l.f. one, either the mineral primer or the poreless primer. I just press the primer into my skin. I also have a plumping lip gloss on. I always put one on before I do my makeup. I've been doing that for a few years. I don't have like a particular favorite brand. I just use whatever like cruelty-free or vegan one I can find. And I actually do feel a couple of pimples that are starting to like hurt me a little bit. So I'm just gonna put my Desert Essence Blemish Touch Stick. So as we all know, throughout life our skin changes a little bit, so our makeup routine usually has to adapt to whatever our skin is doing at the time. So for me that meant trying to avoid using foundation, but definitely avoiding like using as much powder as I was using. I don't use any like finishing or setting powder anymore. So for my base, I have just been using concealer. And if I run out of concealer, I just use foundation in the places that I would be using concealer. So right now, I still have to use up these ColourPop concealers, but I will no longer be purchasing from them. Well, first let me just say, I use two different colors because based on like whatever tan situation I have going on, it's usually like too dark or too light, so, and then I put the light one right on top of it. And these, I basically just put concealer in the few areas that I have either like a blemish or redness or any discoloration, like dark under eye situation. But I try to keep it as minimal as possible because I used to cake so much makeup on my face and I literally just want my skin to breathe and exist. So basically what happened was I loved ColourPop, like I literally love their products and I love their concealers so much. And if I can get them like from another retailer, I will buy it. I just do not want to purchase from the ColourPop website because I had such a bad experience with, which makes me really sad. But basically, as we all know, like during the pandemic, there's a lot of issues with shipping and with the postal service and things are delayed. Sometimes tracking numbers are all messed up. Side note, you know, after I blend out my concealer, I'll just kind of take it and run the leftover product like kind of down along my jaw and like just tap my nose with it and my upper lip just to kind of like get the leftover product spread around without actually placing the product there. I set my face 100 times while doing my makeup. This is a Makeup Revolution one. I'm gonna set my eyebrows with the Ardell Brow Gel. And now that my like microblading and stuff has faded away, I do kind of fill in like the front and like arch of my eyebrow just super slightly. Again, this is the ColourPop pencil, which I'm gonna continue telling you about my ColourPop debacle. So basically I ordered 2 concealers. There was a bunch of delays. They kept delaying the package. The tracking wasn't updating right. I didn't really care. I never like asked them where my package was or anything like that. I just waited for it to come. It eventually came. And when I opened them up, the sponge applicator broke off of the concealer. So I literally didn't even get a chance to use it. and it was full of product, but I couldn't get it off because this like sponge part just completely broke off of the concealer. And I tried using like a makeup brush, I tried using a Q-tip, I tried multiple ways to get the product out, but unfortunately I couldn't. So I just emailed them asking if they would be willing to send me some new applicators. I didn't want like new concealers, I didn't want a refund, I just wanted like new lids so I could use the product that was in there. And they basically told me that they literally couldn't do anything for me because, let me see exactly what their email says. They said all order issues have to be reported within the first 2 weeks of the last tracking update. And I was like, well, that's not really fair because your tracking wasn't even updating correctly. So I'm just gonna do some bronzer and a little bit of blush. The blush I'm using is this e.l.f. palette. I'm using the Eddie Funkhauser bronzer. You know, and I went back and forth with them for several emails, like reiterating, like I do not want a refund, I do not want a new product or whatever, I just want to be able to use the products I currently have. And they refused, so for me, I'm just like, wow, I've spent so much money with your company. I've even like done sponsorships for you guys, and I've promoted your company like literally since the beginning. So I'm gonna either be switching over to the e.l.f. concealers, or I'm just gonna keep buying ColourPop from like a different retailer and hope that they have better customer service. I do still love their products. Not trying to bash the company at all, just telling my experience. As for the blush placement, I like to put it in this area, kind of like the apples of my cheeks and up, almost like underneath where I put my highlight. And if I want like a little more cutesy look, I will just drag it across the bridge of my nose, all completely this way. And sometimes I put a little bit on the tip of my nose. So I just placed my bronzer kind of in the places that you would contour, but just kind of like softly around my temples, on my cheek, under my cheekbones, and along my jawline. As I'm doing all this, you'll notice I definitely wear like a lot less makeup than I used to. My skin gotta breathe. What do I do next? Sometimes, if I'm not doing freckles, I will make sure, go back in with a tiny bit extra concealer and just make sure the couple of freckle tattoos I have are covered, because I don't want to get into it, but I did try freckle tattoos a couple of times and it wasn't successful. They're not meant for me and my skin. So I'm currently just waiting for those to kind of fade away so I can have my regular face back, but I do still draw freckles on sometimes. But when I don't, I just cover up like the couple little freckles that I do have left. I do have a couple of little like natural like freckles and marks and stuff like that. Those I don't cover up, I just leave them because she was born with them. I always lose my train of thought because I feel like I do my makeup on autopilot. Okay, highlight. Don't laugh at me. Don't you dare laugh at my tiny pencil. I'm not wasting it. This is an old, I've been using it for a long time and I'm not gonna waste the product, you know? So white eyeliner pencil, I just find it's easiest to do this. I draw under my eyebrow and on the inner corner of my eye lightly. And then I just very professionally smudge it out with my pinkies. I like to layer like a cream highlight and then a powder highlight, because I feel like highlight's probably my favorite part of my makeup. For the cream highlight, I'm using this one by Makeup Revolution that one of my lovely followers sent to me. I put it on my cheeks and it makes like a really nice base for any like powder highlight. You already know. The powder highlight I'm gonna use is still my tried and true favorite. Been using this on here for a long time. It's LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in 120 watt. Also, you may notice that I have an arm brace on. If you haven't followed me closely, which obviously I don't expect people to, but thank you if you do. I have had carpal tunnel and tendonitis for a few years now. I mean, it's been brewing for quite some time because I've been doing hair since I was a teenager as my day job as a hairstylist. And I would say within the last year or so, it's gotten significantly worse. I have been wearing a brace for quite some time, at least 2 years. I just take it off, you know, for my photos and videos, but I'm wearing it 24/7 if I'm not, you know, doing hair, because I can't wear it when I do hair, which sucks because that's like the time that I need it the most. And I obviously don't wear it for like my photo shoots and stuff that you see on Instagram, which by the way, follow me on there if you're not already. I know a lot of people aren't using Instagram, but I'm hoping that they're gonna make like some good changes this year. Maybe people will want to use it more, but I love doing photo shoots and that's really the only place I can post the photos, and Twitter too, so follow me on Twitter. I'm Morgan Joyce XO on everything. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so basically it's gotten significantly worse and I have lost a lot of range of motion in my hand and use of my hand in general. I can still do like basic things. You know, I can still drive, I can still hold things, I can still do things, obviously, as you can see, but I can't grip fully. I don't have a full strong grip. I do drop things often, especially like heavier items, or items that aren't like small enough for me to grip in my hand, if that makes sense. So like one thing I drop a lot is my water bottle, like my thermos, what is it? My metal water bottle. Is it there? Yeah. Like my water bottles I drop a lot. You know, just things that don't fit in my hand, aren't lightweight. So I also can no longer lift, you know, hand weights, which sucks because I was really like into my fitness routine. I still use like weights that like strap on the back of my hand that I don't have to like squeeze, but they only go up to like 1.5 pounds. So I had to take a step back with that. The doctors basically say, you know, there's not that much that can be done. I also have trigger finger. Did I mention that? It started, I had trigger finger mostly in these 2 fingers, but it's now just recently started in my thumb too. So I'm kind of in this like weird position where I don't really know what direction I'm gonna be, you know, have to go in with my career, because my days doing hair are numbered, and it's kind of like a hard reality to face, I guess, but I'm trying to remain positive because I just know that the universe is putting me on the path that I need to be on, even if it doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm still just, you know, brainstorming what my next career move is gonna be, because I need a day job like most of us do. But yeah, the doctors basically said, you know, there's not much we can do until you know, inevitably need surgery. So that's where I'm at with that. It's something a lot of people don't know, because it's like, I don't know, I don't like to harp on negative stuff. I'm trying to be positive, but that's just a reality. So that's where we're at. If you guys know anything, like if you have personally struggled with like carpal tunnel or tendonitis or trigger finger, any of those things, and you have done something that helped you, please let me know. You can either just like comment on whatever like my most recent post is on Instagram, or tweet me. Those are probably the ways I'm most likely to see it. I would love any recommendations for things that have personally helped you guys. But on a positive note, I'm doing really well. You know, despite life's obstacles, facing the hardships that I've faced in the last couple of years really has made me stronger. And I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm grateful for the things I went through because they made me stronger, because like nobody deserves to go through certain things. But I'm really proud of myself for being able to take lessons from literally everything, and to continue to make sure, you know, that I am giving myself the help and love and care that I deserve. And who knows, maybe that just means that there's something even greater and better in store for me. Although, you know, being a hairstylist is really awesome and I love my career, so I would like to extend that as long as possible. Anyway, where are we at? Oh, eyelashes. So I still really like the Ardell Wispies. I'm gonna use those today. Another favorite of mine is the Ardell Double Up 213s, but the Wispies are a tried and true fave. So I'm gonna use the Duo latex-free brush-on adhesive. Now, one thing, I do need suggestions. I've asked for suggestions. Nothing has worked. By the way, I'm just putting on some mascara. Oh, my nose ring is turned. It looks like a boogie. I miss wearing mascara on my lower lashes so bad. I had to stop because I literally couldn't find a mascara that didn't just transfer to my lower lids. Like, my lower eyelashes are long, especially compared to my upper lashes. Like, I have very, very, very long lower lashes that touch my lower eyelid no matter what. Every single solitary mascara would leave black marks on my lower eyelid. Every single one I've tried. So I got to the point where I was literally packing powder underneath my eyes just so I could wear mascara on my lower lashes. And then I would just like wipe away the excess powder throughout the day and then add new powder throughout the day to keep getting rid of the black smudges. And I was like, I literally can't do this anymore. Like, my under eyes are suffering. They're getting so dry. It's not good to be putting all that on there. So I just stopped wearing mascara on my lower lashes, and I really, really, really want to wear it again because I love that look. So if there's anybody out there who's had the same problem and knows a cruelty-free mascara that I can use, please, 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 please let me know. Because nothing has worked. I've tried everything. I've tried waterproof. I've tried this and that. I've tried so many mascaras. Like, I've seriously spent so much money trying this. So I don't do it anymore, but I miss it. Ow! poked myself in the eye. And I normally do fake freckles, but mostly kind of in the summer or the spring and sometimes in the winter, but I just feel like I've been doing them less like in the like winter and fall months because I just like them a little bit more in the summer. Put my glasses on so I can see. Yay! So I think that's it for my face. I'm just gonna wipe off my plumping gloss now. I've been using the Milani Easy Liner retractable pencil in Most Natural and the Glossier clear lip gloss. So I'm gonna overdraw my lips, but now I literally only overdraw the Cupid's bow and then like the center down here. Everything else gets just lined regularly or like slightly underlined just to give a more pouty look. And I really appreciate you guys that are still watching my videos. And for those who still care, that's so nice. I've noticed that a lot of my subscribers aren't seeing my videos because I have people who are subscribed to me that are commenting on my like Instagram pictures or they find me on TikTok and they're like, I miss you on YouTube so much. Like I've been subscribed for years. Like please come back, please make videos again. And I'm like, I have been. And they're like, what? Like your videos do not come up in my subscription feed. So I guess if you're seeing this, maybe put on post notifications because I don't really know what's up with that. Like YouTube, what is we doing? I know I said that highlight was my favorite part of my makeup, but it's actually lashes, highlight, and lips. Like if I have those three things, then we Gucci. And I think we done. Okay, you wanna? He says, yeah, I need a belly rub now. I don't care that you're trying to do something. I need a rub now. And while you're giving me the rubs, I'm gonna give you kisses. We hope you enjoyed this video. He's just demanding. He's just demanding chest rubs and tummy rubs at this very moment. We hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, I love you guys very, 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 very much. And Godfrey does too. We appreciate you. I just can't with this sweet boy. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. You wanna say bye? Can you say bye to them? Okay, he said, I'm sleepy, goodbye.